Let's talk about, for a moment, negative sentence or statement constructions. I'm not talking about overarching presentation structure here, merely certain sentences that use a negative construction. Let me explain what I mean. Sometimes we use what we call a process of elimination to describe something. I used it a moment ago. I said we're not talking about presentation structures. For example, do you know that show, The Mentalist? It stars a young Australian actor, Simon Baker. Well, this next thing I'm going to talk about is nothing like that at all. Now, if we take that little chunk of discourse as an example, I said to you, do you know that show, The Mentalist? It's like I've positioned some tiny aspect of the universe, some minute, tiny space in comparison to everything else. What I've really told you is nothing. I've said, you know what, it's not like this, but I've left open, completely open, the entire rest of the universe. So I haven't really added anything at all. So when we use a process of elimination, it's a logical place to start very often. It's an easy place to start. It gets the thinking going, but it's often not the place to finish because at best it lacks clarity. At worst, all we do is create confusion. I think of some other negative constructions that come to mind that have a kind of a hesitant, bureaucratic, non-committal flavour. George Orwell, in his terrific essay, I think it was written about 1946, on politics and the English language, he talks about the bureaucrat who wrote something about the not unquick fox chasing the not unbrown rabbit across the not ungreen fields. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? We could even carry it further. Some people will get so ridiculous. You might say to me, after this lovely little presentation here today, you might say, Antoni, I couldn't fail to disagree with you less. Unfortunately, I have no idea what you meant because the compounding negatives have completely obfuscated the meaning that you've tried to impart. Watch out for the negative constructions in sentences and statements. Rather, by the way, tell us what is.